Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we will dive in episode 5 of the Dangerous Queen series. As we saw in the previous episode 4, an emotional connection began to develop between Queen and Bonita despite their distance. But this episode will get a little more personal, where trust issues and a little humor combine to create an interesting moment. So let's begin. Bonita couldn't help but laugh. Even her serious remarks sometimes seemed funny. She just wanted to show concern, not mock Queen's age as old. Queen narrowed her eyes and looked at her. Don't tell me you're. It was silent there. Then Bonita said, I just don't want you to get a stomach ache. I don't see you upset. I'm not a child to get angry about such things, Queen said, but her facial expression said something else. Don't get angry. I'm just worried, she said nervously. I already said I am not angry. Queen smiled. Excellent. But if you really want me to eat on time, then come work with me, Bonita asked in a surprised tone. What would you say? My position is you already have a secretary, she said. If you know what you want to be, tell me. Don't put that responsibility on me. Bonita smiled a little nervously. If I say I want to be somewhere, something more special, that would be a problem. She unlaughed and said, So do you have the courage to say that? Bonita shook her head and said, I don't want to talk about that. I said in that tone, If that's the world, word to yourself, then you are good with words, Bonita. But remember, I don't like people who play too much. Once I was their light. I was feeling powerful with Queen's presence. Do you want to see and fall on the well? Queen asked jokingly. Bonita gave a little nervous smile, but Bonita, she was silent. Queen asked what time do you have class tomorrow? In the afternoon, Bonita said. Then they just relaxed and slept. Both were trying to sleep but couldn't. I work in the morning, Queen said. Then think about my job offer and call me. Bonita, surprised, said, But I did not have your number. Queen smiled and said, I don't have your number either. Bonita said, Then I will answer you. No, thank you for the chance. But Queen interrupted, You know that if you refuse, I won't offer again. Bonita said softly, I was just thinking you are not refusing. Then she came a little closer and said, Thank you. Queen, there was a trust in her tone. There was also a confusion. Queen asked in a soft tone, What are you thinking? Bonita said, I am just trying to understand what you really want. Queen said, smiley, Maybe I want some time, something you can't give me sleep, but now before I change my mind. She said, Done whom I trust you 10%, don't reduce it to 0. Queen said, Everything if you respect me, I will respect you too. That night, Bonita slept peacefully for the first time without any fear or dreams. The morning was filled with the fragrance of Queen saw the news. Her name was in the headline. The phone was ringing repeatedly. It was her mother's who was upset with the political scandal. Queen thought, I am not interested in politics, but this matched good after Bonita too. Just then, Bonita out of her mouth, a little confused in her sleep. She said, I woke up late. Why did not you wake me up? Queen said, casually. You slept so peacefully, woking you up. Would that be a crime? Bonita gave a half smile. Do you believe in C sign and punishment? Queen laughed. Now you just want to argue. Bonita thought last night Queen was so kind. Did she hear that, Queen? Then Queen said in an arm tone, This properly, we have work today. Bonita got a little embarrassed. She and quickly buttoned her shirt. Queen said in an arm tone, I said you are impossible anything in a moment, that in a few moments. Queen was again in business mode after class. I will send someone want to pick up you. Bonita smiled and said, Then I will pay you your notice. Queen said, You finish that job and it's no, you can start OB me. Bonita smiled and thought it's so bossy. But somehow I don't mind it anyway. So, in this episode, we saw how a new layer of trust is being built between Queen and Bonita. A layer is being built where ego, humor, and care all three are combined. But will this trust be enough to face the upcoming challenges we will know in the next part of Dangerous Queen? If you like this narration, this story spoiler, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.